Welcome back to another episode of Adoptions from the Heart TV. I'm your host, Amanda Aliberti. Today we are going to be sitting down with two birth mothers, Brittany and Mary, who have two different journeys, two different adoption stories, and two different open adoption plans with their adopting families. We are excited to hear their stories and let them bounce off of each other, their journey with adoption. Take it away, Brittany and Mary.
So today I want to talk about what openness looks like for all of us, because it's different, varying from person to person.
Sure.
So what it looks like for me, it will look completely different for you.
Right.
For me, for instance, my son's mother, she texts me, she calls me a lot.
Okay.
She's actually gonna send me some gifts. My birthday was last week.
Oh,
so
happy
she's
birthday.
like, thank you. So she's sending me like gifts and everything, and it's just like, I'm involved in what's going on.
Yes.
And for me, that's like really great because like as a birth mom, sometimes we feel like we're separated.
Right.
So for her to bring me in, that feels really great.
Yes.
So for you, like what does it look like?
It's similar to yours. We text, 3 or 4 times a week. We FaceTime. We send gifts back and forth to one another on Mother's Day, birthdays, just a Tuesday gift, things like that. And we visit twice a year. When my daughter turned 1, I actually went and spent the entire weekend with the entire extended family for the birthday. So that was way beyond my expectations because I never anticipated them embracing me as an extended member of their family. So I got to meet the cousins and the grandparents, and I was a part of their home. So we really had to be open to trusting one another, because I can see the fear of wanting to bring a stranger to your home and things like that. So we really had to trust each other, but our relationship is very open. I feel included, I feel loved, and I'm just grateful for the openness of it.
Sometimes what I like to tell people about, well, how do we get to be open?
Yeah.
And it's really is, you get to make it.
Sure.
It's really what you make it. The way I feel, it's what are you comfortable with?
Exactly.
That's also what I ask next.
Sure.
For me, I'm not comfortable with a visit yet.
Okay.
I honestly don't think my heart could take it. So
and that's okay.
Yeah.
That is okay.
And that is definitely fine.
Sure.
And with my son's mom, she's like, I don't want to pressure you, but I can FaceTime.
Sure.
Which is crazy, right?
Yeah.
But for me, that's how I can handle that. But she's always like, but whenever you're ready, she was like, we can always do a visit.
Sure.
And just to have that there is really great. Is there anything that you think that you can't do yet, or?
No, I think because we had a lot of the uncomfortable talks early on, because because I really wanted to get those building blocks in place as far as our relationship. I was very honest with them about what I was willing to give, what I was expecting, and they were as well. This is how far we are willing to go. This is, so we had to have those uncomfortable talks to be able to be in the place where we are now. And it's all just like any other relationship. You have to work at it.
Yes.
You know what I mean? And you have to be honest with yourself, though, about what can you handle, as you have done, as saying, my heart can't take it. And that's all right. And that doesn't make you less than, that doesn't make your situation any more less greater. And that's okay, because ultimately, you're still that baby's mom, and you can't be a good mom if you're not good, if your spirit is unsettled because of that. So the fact that you're content and happy with where you are, that's awesome to me. That you're good like that.
Yeah. And of course, that comes with years.
Yeah, because I'm curious, I have a fear, I didn't mean to cut you off, I just have a fear of, are we still gonna be this close 7 years out? You know what I mean? We're close now because she's a baby and it's easy. But, when she gets 7, she's going to be going to school. There's more activities. Life gets in the way. So are we still going to be this cool at 7? Is it still going to be this good? So 7 years out, it's looking at it.
Yeah.
And do you feel like it's gotten easier as time went on, or has it gotten more difficult?
For my situation, it actually has gotten a little bit easier.
Okay.
Because I'm still involved.
Right.
Just as much as it was when he was first born.
Okay, that's great.
I still get the same amount of pictures, and the same amount of texts and calls. And for us, if she doesn't hear from me in about 30 days, she's like, Brittany,
You good?
yeah. So you know, but for other people, it might be, you know, we haven't heard from her in a couple of months.
Right.
You know, but it just varies.
Sure.
And also too, going through the years, I have to do my own part.
Sure.
I just can't expect for her just to always just reach out.
Sure.
So for me to be in it like for this long, I just always just have to be like, you know, like texting her back, calling her back.
Sure.
So it has to be equal parts.
Right. Everyone has to put the work in to make it work.
Yeah.
You know, it can't be an unbalanced relationship. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Well, thank you so much for sharing with us.
Thank you.
Thank you so much, Brittany and Mary, for taking the time to talk about your stories. As you can see, everyone has their own adoption plan, and ultimately it's about what works for you. Thanks so much for tuning in, and we can't wait to see you next week.